Hi everybody, I'm back today with another tutorial for the Leisure Arts Heirloom Afghan Cow. This is block number 11, the horizontal relief stitch, and it's a relatively simple stitch. You just have to pay attention as usual to your stitch count. And this is my block number 11, and this is the front, what it looks like. And that's what the back looks like. So, to get started, you're going to need some yarn and a hook. I'm using a different colored yarn and a little bit bigger of a hook, so it will be easier for you to see. So we're going to start this out by chaining 27 loosely. So I'll get some yarn out here, and I think everybody here can chain your 27. Slip knot, and we will start with 27. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will meet you at the end after you have your 27 chained loosely. Okay, I've got my 27 chained, and make sure you count your chains, and we are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So let me see if I can zoom this out a little bit. I'm going to focus. There we go. So you count 4 chains from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to double crochet in that hook. And that's, that chain. Okay? And you're going to do this all the way across each chain, and you should end up with 25 stitches. So I'll do one more here then, and then I will keep going with mine as you go with yours, and I will meet you back at the end. And we will double check our stitch count before we move on to row 2. Okay, I've got come to the end of my row, and let's count our stitches. Okay, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Oh, you think, oh, I only have 24 stitches. No, your chain, when you went into the 4th double crochet, that counted as your first double. So there's your 25th stitch. And if you'll notice on your pattern, it'll say with a piece of yarn or a stitch marker, you mark this as your right side. Okay, and the reason is, that's your right side here. If I turn it this way, you can see it's raised. It is called the horizontal relief stitch, and then the back is just flat. Okay, so now on to row 2. Okay, now row 2, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And for this here, we're going to work a front post double crochet around the post of each stitch of these 25 stitches across. Now, front post double crochet is you yarn over, find your first stitch, and there should be 25. So remember this here. So you have to go around this. To do front post double crochet, you go around the back and through the front. And there's your double crochet. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. When you get done, by the time you get done with this block, you're going to be very good at front post double crochet. And you're going to do that around each double crochet all the way across. So we're going to try to do this again. Yarn over, from the right side, you go from front to back, behind the double crochet, and out the other side, and then you yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. And we're going to do that all the way across. So you yarn over, go from front to back, around, and out the other side. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. We're going to do that all the way across these 25 stitches. I'm trying a new camera setup on my tripod, so we'll see how it works. I'm just trying to make sure it gives me a little bit more height where I can use the zoom, and I'm just trying to make sure I keep my hands in frame while I'm looking at this to crochet. It does make it easier because I'm not looking around the camera, but I'm looking into my LCD screen. It's on my camera to do this. See what you have here? Now, just so you can see, this is the wrong side that we're working on. So you see how it's flat? But if you go to your right side, you can see how it's raising the stitch. That's your relief stitch right there. Okay? So let's continue on. Just remember, you go in from the front to the back for a front post double crochet. In another tutorial there'll be back posts, because there are blocks that have the back post on them. And go all the way across. Try to keep my hands in frame here for you. You're a little slower when you're trying to do this in front of a camera, and you're not, your proper posture for crocheting, so your shoulders and that don't get fatigued. But when you're doing a tutorial, you have to sit so you can, get everything in frame so everybody can see what it is you're doing. What's the use of doing a tutorial, right? I'm going to try to zoom this out just a little bit. Might be a little bit easier. Give it a second to focus there. No focus on the white background. Are you going to focus? Maybe it's not going to focus. There it is. It's focused now. So I'm just going to continue down here. Till we get to the end, and then again we're going to go back and count our stitches. In most of the patterns, blocks in this pattern, I've said it in previous tutorial videos, your stitch count is very important, because a lot of times it's how the pattern is established. And one thing I can say about doing the blanket gauge really isn't important. This next stitch, we're going to go back and I'm going to show you something. Okay. This stitch here, and around here, here. Okay. Rolls off there. I want you to go back and I want you to count your stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There's 24 stitches. You need 25 stitches. Again, remember, on the first row you chained 4 and then double crocheted into the 4th chain from the hook. That 3 chains there counts as your 25th double crochet. Or, see, I did my, when you come to an end, the end stitch or the beginning stitch for front post double crochet, it's the same thing. You just go in from the front, but there's nothing to pop through for the back, so you're going to hook your yarn, and that's what it'll look like. And you yarn over and just complete your stitch. So you got the continuity of your front post double crochet. Okay, now we're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and we're going to do row 3. Chain 1, turn your work. Okay. Now we are going to work back post double crochet. This whole block is front post and back post. You should be well acquainted with those 2 stitches once we get through this block. So to do the back post double crochet, okay, you're going to do it around the post of the you're going to do the back post double crochet around the post of each stitch across. Now this is your post right here. When they say post, it's right here. That's your post, okay, of your double crochet. Okay, so to do a back post double crochet, you're going to yarn over. Now, the front post double crochet, you're coming out from the back to the front. But for the back post double crochet, you're going to go, it's kind of hard to do this one here because you don't have a stitch, but to do the first stitch, you're just going to go okay. For your back post, on this first stitch, all the stitches across, but the first stitch and the last stitch is usually the odd man out. You're going to do your yarn over, but you're going to go from behind and come out, and you get your back post double crochet. Okay, we're going to do that one again. Yarn over. You're going to go from the back to the front. So if you look, the post is behind your hook, see, and then you complete your double crochet. You yarn over. What do I do here? Okay, hold on. Got myself all wiggly woggly doing that, turning it. So you're going to go from the back over top of your post and through the back. Grab your yarn and come up. You're going to be behind your row. And then complete your stitch. See, and that's the back post. Let's do that again. Yarn over, go behind, over top, through the back, bring your yarn in front of your post and up behind. So you can see, if you look here, here's your post, and your yarn is behind it. It's pulling it. That's where you get your back post double crochet, and you complete your stitch. You see, it's behind the row behind it. Front post, back post. Let's do it again. Yarn over, dip behind, front to back, back to front, over top of your post, hook your yarn, bring it in front of your post, and up, complete your stitch. Do that one more time. Yarn over, go from back to front, over top of your post, grab your yarn, come in front of your post and behind, yarn over, through two. And that is your back post double crochet. I'll meet you back here when I get to the end, and we'll do the last post together. Okay, we're down here the last few stitches, so let's do these together. We're going to yarn over from back to front, over top of your post, through the back, bring up a loop behind your row, there you go, and you yarn over, go through 2, go through 2, do it again, yarn over from back to front, over top of your post, in front of your post, grab your yarn, bring this up behind, yarn over, through 2, through 2, okay, now we're down to this last post, your turning chain, okay, last post. So it's the same principle as when you first start on the other side, but just reversed. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to go back, okay, now there's no front here, but you're still going to bring your yarn in front of your post, like that. So your yarn's behind, you're going to yarn over, go through 2, go through 2, and that's your back post, double crochet. Now, there's a little way to tell. Say your stitch marker falls out, you don't put a stitch marker in. The front post double crochets are done on the back of the work. Okay, that's your front post. And your back post double crochet will be done in the front. That's where your ridges are coming in. Hence, horizontal relief stitch. Horizontal being left to right, straight across, not vertical up and down. And rows 2 and 3 are this rows you'll repeat for this entire block until it reaches approximately 7 inches. So you'll do a front post double crochet, turn your work, back post double crochet, turn your work, front post double crochet, turn your work, back post double, and you'll work these all the way up until you're at 7 inches, which when it's done, it looks like this. Put it out here so you can see it. And that's your release. This hasn't been blocked yet, so. And then once you get your 7 inches, don't fasten off. Continue around with your single crochets around all 4 sides, 25 stitches. Make the bit. On top, it's not hard. On the top and bottom, it's not hard to do your 25 because you have 25 stitches across, and you do your 3 singles in the corner, and then fasten off, and then you attach your accent color, connecting color, that's what I call it, and do your 27 single crochets all the way around, and then fasten off and that another block down. So I think this is a fairly easy stitch. Again, front post, back post, double crochet. Once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty fast. Just remember, your front post double crochet, you come in, you go from front to back, or behind the post and up to the front. That's your front post double crochet. Because when you okay, your front post, remember, it's always going to be around, and you're going to go from front to back, behind your post, grab everything, you're going to be in front of your row, okay, and that's your front post double crochet. Oops. And then to do your back post double crochet, remember, you're going to yarn over, but it goes from how about that? I just had a brain fart. Okay, that's my front post. My back post is from You go through the front, from front, behind. That's your front post again. There we go, front post. Alright, let's back this up. Rewind and try it again. Okay, your back post. You're going to do your yarn over. It's from back to front, over top of your post. Grab your yarn and you're going to bring it through right here in front of your post, and you're behind. Just turn your work just a little to the side there and you can see you're behind the stitch. And come through too. Okay, let's try front post again. Over. Front post is front to back, behind your post. Grab it, bring the yarn behind the post. Again, if you look, you're in front. Your yarn's in front. If you look at how this is, okay, here's 2 front post double crochets and a back post double crochet. The back post is behind the front post. So that's an easy way. And again, it gets confusing. You just saw what I did. When you're trying to do it slow, and you know, once you get into the rhythm, you're okay. But trying to do it slow, I had to think to myself, front to back, back to front, yarn in front, yarn behind. But I don't think anybody will have any problem doing this stitch. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment, and I hope you were able to understand the tutorial and it's helpful to you. I will be coming up with another tutorial, and we will go from there. Everybody have a great day. I hope you're enjoying this crochet along, and I will be with you on another day. That's all for now. Thank you. Have a great day.